Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian, welcoming you to the final episode for this series of OOTP 19. But if you are an attentive sort and wait till the end of the episode, I will tell you what I will be playing with for the next week. So last episode, we completed our off season. We weren't super active in free agency, but we made some shrewd moves. We did sign Alex Claudio for way too much money. But more importantly, we picked up ourselves a very fine second baseman through the Rule 5 draft, Sahid Valenzuela. He is everything you could want in a second baseman, and I am delighted that he will be starting for us this season. So, we begin the episode by making some tough decisions about who goes to the minors and who makes the opening day roster. Let's start by looking at pitching. So we want to carry ideally 12 pitchers, and we'll make a couple of easy decisions. Nick Pogue, you're injured, but I'm going to send you to AAA anyway, because I don't want you to get time there. You'll be back from your hamstring strain soon. Pitching ratings, please, and thank you. Denman, another obvious choice to go down to the minors. I really want to give Knicks $2 million to not pitch. But I don't see anyone else that's Dustin May, I don't need him. Enjoy Columbus. It's lovely. That gives us 13 players. 13 pitchers might be a bit much, especially since we have so many former relievers. How many starters do we have? It might be a starter that we need to get rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we do not need 8 starters. That's a bit silly. Godly, you can go down. I just signed you, though, didn't I? But yeah, you're obviously the worst choice. He doesn't have any options. Well, fork. Knicks? No, because Knicks would have to go through. I'm pretty sure Knicks has no options left, yeah. Not Gomez. I'm not sending it. I will send Dunn down. There we go. There's our 12 pitchers. And we might think about later on about calling up a 13th. It's just right now we already have 7 starters. And we don't need that many. And I want you to clear the staff. And clear the bullpen. Alright. Severino's going to start as the ace. Gray will be number 2. Gomez at number 3. Okazaki at number 4. And then we have 3 decent options. Okay, Godley is the odd man out. I don't want someone that bad pitching. I don't want someone with that little movement pitching as a starter. I'd rather make him a reliever. So it's either Nix or Escobar. And I think it's actually going to be Nix. Because he actually turned in a very helpful season last year, and I think he deserves to be rewarded. Okay, how many innings did you pitch last year? Okay, you're still very, very young. So we'll wait on you. You gave me almost 200 innings. And your peripherals actually suggest that you're better than you looked. I will actually go ahead and take off your pitch count. You don't need one anymore. You're better than that. Okay, closer will be Doi. He will give me 8th plus. And he will also come in if there's a high leverage situation. I'm going to pitch your arm off, Alex Claudio. If it's the 7th inning and it's a close game, I want you in. And you can be high leverage. Standard setup man will be Sanchez, who did really well last season. Did he throw over 100 innings for us? Yeah, he did. And there were good innings, too. And then I need a second reliever to be a setup man. Oh, we lost column A too, didn't we? Okay. I don't think it's going to be Escobar, is it? If I make you a reliever, how good do you look? Does your stuff go automatically through the roof? It becomes reasonable. What I might just do, because I've got Claudio acting as a stopper, I might just have everyone else just fill different roles. You, I would like to be my lefty specialist, and you can give me some middle relief. I think everyone else will be long relief, middle relief. Or middle relief, long relief, excuse me. Godly, you will get the coveted emergency starting pitcher role. The other two will just get long relief. I would like one dedicated long reliever. It'll be Escobar. He can be a dedicated long reliever. There you go. I want Doy and Claudio getting every important pitching opportunity they can possibly get. That is my goal for this season. Lineups, we got a lot of decisions to make here for the lineup. Because we got to get rid of 8 position players. Okay. Almanzar can go back to the minors. Vargas. Can I trade you? I know the second I try to put you through waivers, someone's going to claim you. The question is, can I get anything remotely interesting for you? I'm getting big names up here, like Kevin Pillar and stuff like that. Riley Adams. I do want a better catcher, but ideally I want one who's really, really good defensively. Edgar Cabral wouldn't be a bad choice. What else do we got? Gavin Lukes. Nope, don't need him. Jacob Nottingham is actually a pretty fair catcher. He's kind of like a cheaper version of Valet. And I do want a strong backup. But then again, I don't really need one because I've got... I'm going to trade for Susie. He's an almost perfect defensive catcher, and he's going to hit enough to not be an embarrassment. Do it. Minor leaguer for minor leaguer. Easy choice. Okay. He'll be back in 5 days, so McGuire's just going to have to work his ass off for those 5 days. Who's going to win the right to be my backup second baseman? Rosario, I think. Wait, Vaughn is clearly the better hitter. What does Rosario have that Vaughn doesn't? Is Rosario a better second baseman? No. Vaughn is just as... Vaughn is actually a little bit worse. Okay. So, Vaughn, you can go to the minors. Augusto, back to the minors. We have too many shortstops. And we got a lot of outfielders to clear out. I have 14 spots. So wouldn't be the worst decision in human history to let Solarte play on the Major League roster as a backup center fielder. Can Rosario play any position other than second? He can play third pretty well, too. Vilma's not even that good shortstop. I'm actually going to go ahead and waive you. I'd rather get a shortstop who plays... Because that's what I need. I need a backup shortstop. I think Jeremiah Jackson would be perfect. Yes, he's second and short. Get a nice mix in here. And I will add you to the 40-man, too. Because you're going to be making the Major League roster, so you definitely need that. Outfielders. Ernie Mahan no longer has a purpose. I will happily waive him. And if someone claims him, they claim him. Still more decisions to make. Ornelas is out of options, so he gets to make the roster. You get to go to AAA, Nico. Do you want to go bowling? Wrong guy. Fabian was trash last season. He was given a chance to get plenty of at-bats, and he failed. One more spot. Does Toles play center? He does. Then I would rather have Solarte play every day. Okay, there we go. Now, let us proceed to make some changes here. And we'll do as we do last time. I like starting with the lineups overview, because I almost always thought of my starters first. And then please give me batter ratings, since otherwise I can't see your positions. Last first, same as the first. Francisco Lindor hits third. There's no reason anyone else should ever hit third. For now. They'd have to be a pretty amazing hitter, in other words, for me to consider it. Okay. So, let's sort by contact. We need to find our leadoff hitter. Could be Senzel again. And I don't really see a good reason for it not to be him, since he did so well in the role last year. So Senzel, have at it. Number 2 hitter. Who's going to be my starting left fielder? Toles or Ornelas? Let's compare them. I don't use the compare tool enough. I really should. Toles is a better contact and gap hitter. Ornelas is better with the eye and home runs. I can't like platoon you two, can I? No, you're both left-handed. Toles would be a pretty much almost picture-perfect number 2 hitter. Who's better defensively? It's Toles, and it's not close. Alright, Toles. You will be my starting left fielder, and you will play... No, not Valenzuela. He's going to have his role, too. Shame Ornelas isn't a right-handed hitter, because he'd be a perfect platoon guy. But he's not, so... Just want a contact guy to move the runners along. Alright, clean up. Can I talk myself into not making it Sheets? Probably not. The only other real possibility is Scene. And I don't think Sheets is worse than him in any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, it'll be Sheets. I'll make Sheets play every position. No. And Sheets. Right. Number 5 is going to be Scene. You know what we'll do? 55, 60, 60. Calhoun is what? 65, 60, 40? Yeah. I will make it Scene, and he'll get to play right field fairly regularly. Because this is his swan song. Since this is the last season, I'm going to give him a chance to play every day and right. And if he screws the pooch, I can always move other people around. Okay. Now we get toward the bottom of the roster. I keep forgetting about Reese McGuire. But McGuire's a number 9 hitter. I don't think there's any question about that. Valenzuela will hit. Wait, does Tolles have power? He doesn't. Nope, Tolles is going to hit 6th. I got to make Valenzuela hit 2nd. Not just because he's a second baseman, although that does help. But just because of the fact that Tolles can't draw walks. And I definitely want to make sure my first 2 guys are the best at getting on base. So, Tolles, please report to the number 6 spot. There we go. Valenzuela, go ahead and hit 2nd. The only thing he doesn't have is power, and I'm totally fine with that, because power is not what he's here for. I wonder if Sahid Valenzuela is a real player, or if the game made him up. It's kind of interesting, kind of like a Middle Eastern / Spanish type thing there. Calhoun, I think, is still more than capable of batting. Actually, Calhoun's actually a better fit than Tolles to bat 6th. Because you want someone with a bit of pop, and Calhoun can fill that role. Go get him, Rory. Then Kiermaier 8th, and then McGuire 9th. I got screwed on McGuire. I'm coming to very, very quickly realize that that was a bad trade. Not a bad trade, excuse me. The trade was fine. It was a bad signing. At least he's got a good eye and good contact and doesn't strike out much. That makes him more valuable. And he's not really here to be like an agent of brilliant offense. That's what the rest of the lineup is for. Okay. Now we tell it to generate the depth chart. No. If starter tired, if starter tired. I want them both to get a lot more playing time than they got. Scott's a pretty decent hitter. He's okay. I'm fine with this for now. You can be every 7th game. You can be every 10th game. But I want to make sure that my very best all-around hitters get the most playing time. No, you're an if starter tired. I didn't spend that much on freaking McGuire to make him a guy who almost never gets playing time. If tired. If tired. Because, yeah, they won't develop as much either. I basically want Rosario just to come in off the bench from time to time. Every 5th game, if you really want to make sure that Ornelas gets a shot. He's a pretty good hitter. No. I don't want Ornelas playing center. I don't mind if he plays like every 20 or 30 games, but definitely not regularly. And then maybe if Calhoun is tired. Okay. Here. Here's where it's going to get a bit funkier, and I'm going to be more okay with that. Yeah, Senzel has earned if starter tired status. I kind of like the idea of hot swapping Tolles and Ornelas until we figure out who's actually the better player. But I'm not going to have him play in center. Kiermaier is here to play brilliant center field, so benching him to play someone who's very, very bad at center field is kind of silly. That is fine. If tired. If tired. No, Sheets can get a little bit more of a break than that. If tired. If tired. Okay. Let's advance to the day of opening, as the kids might well call it. They probably don't, but maybe they will. Oh, yeah, I did trade him, didn't I? Okay. Yeah, what's-his-face only out for 5 days, so McGuire will just have to suck it up and just play 5 days in a row. Delicious iced tea. I haven't looked at season predictions in a while. That might be fun. I don't have any of the top 100 prospects. It's not close. Am I dead last in minor league system yet? Nope. Vaughn. He's literally carrying the weight by himself. He's like, I am Andrew Vaughn, and I'm going to make this minor league system relevant. Good for you, mate. Good for you. I wonder who the #1 prospect is. Oh, here it is. Machado. Machado is pretty damn sexy. Holy shit, is he good. Yeah, I don't blame Miami at all for starting him. He's an amazing shortstop with a ridiculous amount of power. He could be hitting 40 homers a year as a shortstop. That's scary. Damn. They predict we will be the best team in the American League. I happen to agree. Who do you think the best hitters will be? Lindor's only one here. Best pitchers. You like Gomez, Gray, and Severino. Maybe this will be the year that they put everything together. Who knows? But I'd like to get at least one awesome season out of my extremely expensive pitchers. Did we win on opening day? Nope. And I bet Severino got shelled. Did Severino get shelled? No, actually, Claudio got shelled. What the shit, Claudio? You come in a close game, you don't shit the bed. And it was against Noah Syndergaard. I freaking hate how good Noah Syndergaard is in OOTP 19. It's borderline cheating. He's like, if you played a lot of OOTP, if you played with Steven Strasburg in previous seasons, he used to be amazing. Like, he was almost always the best pitcher in the league in OOTP 17. Maybe Noah Syndergaard is that pitcher now for OOTP 19. Player development, lots of things happened. I don't particularly care at the moment. We've lost 2 straight. Now we won 1. Fielma, you can enjoy your time in AAA. Let's see here. Beat the Mariners. Good. Beat them again. Beat the White Sox. White Sox beat us. We beat the White Sox. I forget which manner the Indians always used to make a big deal out of. You win the series, and that's what matters. I think it was Mike Hargrove. Used to always say, what matters most is winning the series. If you take 2 out of 3 from another team, you're doing your job. And I think that makes sense. You take it 1 series at a time. Not 1 game at a time, 1 series at a time. Because so much can happen in baseball in a single game that if you let 1 game that's not like a playoff game, like, dominate your thinking, it's going to look real bad. Like, real bad. And your players are going to lose their shit and everything. Chicago is really competitive this year. They haven't been that great the last couple seasons, but they're really heating up this season. Why? What does Chicago have this year that they didn't have last year? I don't know. Austin Schultz. All right, Doctor. Severino is injured. How badly, though? He's day-to-day for 5 days. Whatever. Gonzalez, that's my player, but he's not on the majors, so none of this matters all that much. We'll just take a very quick look at the team and just judge how we're doing. We're just bad this season. We're just off to a real rough start. Like, real rough. Jose Altuve's on there. Yeah, we're just off to a really rough start. What do we got batting stats-wise? I clicked on ratings. That was my fault. Batter stats. This isn't so great. Both Calhoun and Tolez are kind of crappy so far. Sheets is off to... Yeah, we have basically... Most of our core hitters are off to cold starts. It'll just take some time for them to heat up. Pitching. I give up, man. I don't know what to do about Luis Severino. I'm getting sick and tired of watching him put up these ridiculously high ERAs. He's got every tool you could possibly want to succeed. He's got 3 very good pitches, good stamina, good stuff. He should be striking people out. He is. He shouldn't be walking many. He's not. He's keeping it in the park, and he still gets his brains hammered. I don't know what it is. Gray's not much better. Gomez is having a great season. Bullpen definitely needs some work. But we don't have enough innings to really make any definite determinations about who is and who isn't doing their jobs. I'm going to change him to a flat setup, man. I don't want him to be a stopper. Because I'd rather we use our very best pitcher whenever it's necessary. I don't want them to be tempted to bring him in the 9th inning just because he's a stopper or so forth. We're still good this season. We're just not where we have been in the past. We need to get our bats heat up, especially Sheets. Can't believe Kiermaier is 3rd in WAR. Damn. Here we go. We're in first place. I don't know for how long, but we're in first place. Why did you stop me for a day-to-day injury for 2 weeks? I don't care about day-to-day injuries. I've never... Oh, it might have stopped me. No, it didn't stop for the draft pool. Yeah, just keep on going. Getting hot in May is like the worst month to get hot in, though. Ideally, you want to either get hot in August or September. Because then it's like things are really, NCRD. He did pretty good. Valbuena es no buena. It actually doesn't make any sense in Spanish, but he used to play for the Indians a few years ago, and he's never been that great. So I always said, Valbuena es no bueno. We're on top of the Central, but I don't like how close the White Sox are. Why are they so good this year? Okay, this Bryce Wilson kid is clearly pitching him pretty well. Baseball's a funny game. I cannot give you a reason. Ooh. Ooh, that hurts. No, 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 no. 2 days. 2 days. Let's go ahead and put him on the disabled list. Outfielders ready to come up? None. I could bring up Solarte. No reason why not, really. Lineups overview. The real problem is we don't have a replacement for his bat. We can replace his glove. We can't really replace his bat. Alright. Who's been our best hitters this year? Kiermaier, Senzel, Lindor, Valenzuela. Hamrock's been pretty solid. Jackson's been okay. Solarte just got called up. How are you in right? Bad. Real bad. I'm going to promote Kiermaier to 5th as a hitter. And then we're going to go ahead and let Scott have right field. Just let him see what he can do with it. I'm not Tolis. Here we go. And we're just going to go ahead and put Scott into right field and let him play and see what he can manage. That probably isn't going to help our chances. Losing Scene for 5 weeks. I really liked him, though. I really liked him. Valenzuela has been everything I hoped he would be and more. So, super pumped about that. Alright, let's sim to next month. It'll just be 1 day. And then it'll be June. And then we can take a quick look at the team and see where we can make improvements, if anywhere. Okay. Yep, he's just going to miss 2 days. How long are you injured for? He's 2 weeks. Player development. Gray and Severino are both getting worse. That's not good. Gomez got better. Sheets is getting worse. Tolis is a tiny bit better. And then we got some minor leaguers getting a bit better. That's good. Ramos and Salazar both putting on velocity. That's really good too. Okay. Pitching staff. Okay, the new improved bullpen is doing better. The back end is suffering a bit. Severino's ERA came way down, which is really good news. John Gray's is still about the same. Good. There we go. I mean, we could replace some of these other relievers, like Godley. Michael Martinez isn't that great. Justin Dunn kind of is, though. What are you good at, Senor Escobar? 60, 50, 50. 65, 50, 50. Dunn is better. And that's before he turns into a reliever. I'm going to send down Escobar and call up Dunn. No, I specifically just told you to send down Escobar. Listen to me. There we go. Sometimes it's the moves at the margins that make the biggest deal. And you're going to be long relief and emergency starting pitcher. Because everybody's stuff's going to go up to like 70. Actually, let's just go and change it now. What if I make you a reliever? Oh, yeah. It's an 80. You are no longer a long reliever. You are pure middle relief. And you're going to be used more often. I didn't even think Dunn would be that good a reliever, but holy shit. That's some good stuff right there. I really like how Sixto Sanchez's game has evolved. He was a starter, and he pitched a few innings for us a few times, but he was never outstanding. And then we're just like, what if he stopped trying to start? And he's like, oh my god, I can throw 99 all the time now. Glorious. I love things like that about baseball. You never know which starter is going to become a dominant reliever, or which reliever is going to be given a chance to become a starter. Oh, we got the draft to get through. I'm going to do something I would normally find like borderline blasphemy. I'm going to sim the entire draft. I'm not even going to make my first round pick. Because I'm not going to play this season. I'm not going to play this series again. If I ever played with Cleveland again, I'd want to play with the actual Indians, maybe historically. But the Indians are not who I will be playing with. Let's play through June. The White Sox are on a hot streak. And we keep losing to teams in the AL Central. That's not how you make the playoffs, mate. Good. Good. Bad. If we can win the Central, we need a dominating lead in the wild card. But the Royals keep beating us every now and again, and that shouldn't be happening. Ooh, okay. That's going to be an interesting development this season. That's very interesting, and not in the good way. Dustin May. Justin Dunn wasn't exactly bad as a starter, but his stamina is kind of trash right now. I'm going to go ahead and have Dustin May. He's going to pretend to be the ace just because I don't feel like rejiggering the rotation right now. Our real ace is actually Dwayne Gomez. I think we'll just do this. Just go boop. There we go. He has been a real find for us. How did I acquire you? Oh, I got you in the original. I got you in the 143rd round in the original expansion draft. I can't claim any credit for that. I could, but I'd be lying. Damn it, Severino. You were actually having a good season, too. I got my 500th career win as a manager. Stop bothering with day-to-day injuries. I just don't care. Lindor's AL Player of the Week. There he goes. He's back up to hitting 300 again. Yep, he's basically going to turn in an exact duplicate of last season, which is great. I could not be happier. Why is he getting time at second base? That must be like from earlier in his career. Maybe. I don't know. We need a series against the White Sox where we just jolly stomp them. Or raffle stomp them, if that's what you prefer. 3 homers for Bryce Harper. That Bryce Harper kid, he's pretty good at the baseball. How long are you out for? Day-to-day for a couple of weeks. He is ecstatic. I like to hear that. If it's my hitting coach, I will re-sign him. That's my bench coach. You're doing a pretty decent job. You even won the championship with Akron. Yeah, you can have an extension. I see no reason to drag that out. Maybe I'm gonna skip, but I'm gonna let the AI just let all my draft picks go. I don't think I'd do a fantasy draft again. It just seems so weird to see these players playing on these weird teams. But maybe I would do it in the future. I would do a fictional fantasy draft again. I don't think I would do an actual fantasy draft again. What do you want to give me, Washington? A pretty fair backup catcher. An uninteresting pitcher for Vaughn. I'm actually in the mood where I would actually trade Vaughn. But I'm not going to do it for that. Would you give me your best draft pick? Your best prospect? The worst offer he's ever seen in his career. Well, maybe. Connor Morgan, maybe. You would have won a lot more. Okay. Alright, it's fine. Ooh, do you have an interesting Major League starter I could grab? There is almost no chance you would give me JT Ginn, but it's worth a shot. What would I have to throw in? Oh no, you can't have Gonzalez or Valenzuela. Just no. You probably would be delighted if I took Tanaka off your hands, wouldn't you? Just because how expensive he is. Yeah, Tanaka's not really an upgrade over what I got already. I get to grab David Dahl and shift him to left. There's almost no chance of them taking this, but you never know. Oh, I'd actually need you to retain some of his salary. Yeah, I don't feel that bothered to get Vaughn, and I have a pretty good backup catcher already, so. A personal message. A setback for Connor Scott. We're back in first, but our margin is razor thin. And now we're tied for first again, just because we lost one game. Good. How has Connor Scott been doing? Oh, he's been injured quite a bit, hasn't he? I'm going to go ahead and have you go down to AAA, Connor, and just kind of figure stuff out for yourself. And I actually like the idea of putting Scene lower in the lineup and just getting him some reps, getting him comfortable again. Scene has been a decent hitter this year. I thought for a minute there said he had 3 WAR. I'd be like, damn, but no. Calhoun's finally heating up, sort of. Which is a thing that is happening. I fell way too much in love with your first 2 seasons. It's actually this season. This was your great season, and you've been kind of mediocre ever since. But I can't seem to quit you. No, I definitely am going to push Scene ahead of Calhoun. Calhoun needs to have less of an impact on our games. Everyone gets blind spots, and I think mine's name is Willie Calhoun. Because he's actually not that great, and he never has been. He was fairly good one season, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to get all the compensation picks. Was Rob Van Horn all that good? He was actually a really good pitcher. Damn. Actually not that good. This is a very, very close fought playoff race. We can give some drubbins. No, not like that one. Like the one before where we beat him 9-1. 6-0 is also good. As is 3-2. Really anything where we have more runs than the other team, I think that's appropriate. Francisco Lindor is only 2nd in WAR. Man, we're putting together a nice little winning streak here. Oh, Popsy had a season-ending injury. Oh, well. Duane Gomez makes the All-Star team. Sixto Sanchez does too, as does Alex Claudio and Mitsuhiko Doi. Good season for our relievers. Holy shit, has Claudio built up a lot of WAR. Lindor, obviously. No Kiermaier this time? Okay. It's like half of our pitching staff, so... I kind of feel bad for Andrew Vaughn. He's clearly like our best prospect, and then he just got bypassed. They're just like, nope. If anyone else wins Rookie of the Year, I would riot a little bit. Just a little bit. I wouldn't actually riot. It might damage my home. I like my home. 5.5 game lead over the White Sox. I'd like a bigger one. Because there's something about Chicago this year that just won't go away. Maybe we should like go after some of their players like lead pipes and stuff. For a really good left fielder, I would actually flip Vaughn. He's just as good as a guy I've got, though. Really no difference. Good work, Soriano. He's having a fairly nice season. Oh, his power has gone. But we think he's a little more well-rounded as a hitter now, which is good, I guess. But power used to be his big tool, and now it's just nothing. Long Bob is as nicknames go, a pretty terrible nickname. It sounds like you're talking about his penis. Valenzuela decided I want to be more of a power hitter, just for the fun. Akira Akuzaki has another very fine month. How good has what's-his-face been this season? He has been amazing. He's hitting. His power's a bit suspect, but that's not what he's here for. He's getting on base. He's hitting. He's stealing the bases here and there. If it weren't for, like, David Ortiz, he would be in the running for best Rule 5 draft pick of all time. We're like, Yoan who? What was the name of that guy? Ooh, I got cocky. I got real cocky. Shit. Hey, Michael Martinez. Guess who's getting thrown in the frickin' fire? Yeah, I need some kind of pitching with upside, and you offer upside, which is something that most of the rest of my rotation does not. Come on. There we go. I will not put you on a pitch. You can have a pitch count. We'll give you a 100 pitch count. Let's just take a quick step down memory lane. How are our friends doing? Moncada is having a pretty good season. Wait, no he isn't. How does he have 2 WAR after only 42 games? Yeah, he's barely playing anymore. And then I also wanted to look at shit, what was that pitcher's name? Shields? There's a lot of players named Shields. Those are not the ones I'm looking for. I know where we can find it. We can find him in team history. Pitchers. Adams. How's he doing this year? He's having a decent year for Kansas City. He's not bad. Kind of wish I had him now. Thing is, Severino's going to come back this year. Gray won't. Really? Oh my god. And Scene's hurt again. All the injuries are happening all of a sudden. Connor Scott, you can come back up to right. You can come back up. Lineups. I'm just going to throw in Solarte. We'll just move Scene up. Because I don't want to lose the defensive edge that Kiermaier provided. It's more important than his bat almost. Though his bat was really good this year too. If I were paying much greater attention to this season, we might be a little bit better off than we are. I'm just... Maybe just the fact I know it's the last season, there is literally no tomorrow. So all I kind of want to do is get to the playoffs and then see what happens then. Oh, there's certainly no guarantees that I'm going to make it to the playoffs. Although beating the Royals like that will help. And like that. And like that. Personal message. We're probably at the point where... Oh, here we go. He's going to be out for 4 days. He's getting older, though. I mean... Honestly, I probably wouldn't bring him back next season if we were going to play another season of this. I don't think it would be worth it. He costs too much money, and his once thunderous bat is now merely a light drizzle. Okay, Severino back is a very big deal. Martinez has done well in his limited pitching time. But I think he'd be happier in AAA. And then we can call up Severino. Oh, you can pitch right now. Dustin May has been a lifesaver, and we weren't even going to keep him. But he's done well. Maybe not perfectly, but well. Ooh, a Dodger got a perfect game. I have never seen an entire no-hitter in all the years I've watched baseball. Part of it is because, okay, so the team I watch most is obviously Cleveland, and Cleveland hasn't had a no-hitter in a very long time. But, like, I've seen a couple in baseball tonight. I remember seeing, I don't remember where I was. I might have been, like, ooh, Lindor hit for the cycle. That's pretty good. That's what we like to see. Holy shit, he's going to have a better year than last year. He's gotten hot at the right time. Yeah, he's going to be almost as good as he was in 2021. I think I was at the student union at my undergraduate university. Or maybe it was when I was in grad school. Anyway, I managed to catch Randy Johnson's perfect game on SportsCenter. Because it was one of the things where, like, well, they cut to it because it's such a big thing, and that was pretty cool to watch. But other than that, I've never seen a no-hitter. A personal message. Well, okay then. I don't use the roster expansion as I probably should, which is to either give rookies a chance or just to call up people to just fill a gap and just play somewhat effectively. We just got swept by the Yankees. Oh, then we beat the snot out of the White Sox, so that's good. Kiermaier can come back. Do I dare do something I hate doing? No, I would never do it. No, because you would screw it up. I will put Kiermaier back in. For just a minute, I was thinking of letting the AI set everything up. And then I'm like, that would be incredibly stupid. So no, I will not be doing that. What did you just do? That is not what I told you to do. I told you to replace Solarty. I did not tell you to replace Kiermaier, or Scene. Yes, please put Kiermaier in center. That is where he belongs. There we go. Bam. All right, on we go. No! You are the worst kind of bastard, OOTP 19. That is the cruelest thing you could have possibly done to me. I am not happy that that happened. Andrew Vaughn. You're finally going to come up to the majors, but Jackson's going to be filling in a shortstop. All the players to get hurt. I know Jackson shouldn't technically be a number 3 hitter, but I genuinely don't have another one right now. I don't think I have anyone else who's hitting that great. I could make Kiermaier the number 3 hitter. He's a 3rd best hitter on the team. I'd rather do that, honestly. I'd rather see if Kiermaier can handle the pressure than make Jackson do it. That was a kick in the junk. I don't think it'll cost us the playoffs. I think we're in really good shape there. God damn it, I didn't put Kiermaier back in this one. But man, I hope he doesn't have a setback. And I realize I've just given him one now, but I really hope he doesn't have a setback. Because if he does, he'll miss the playoffs. Oh, losing Lindor, that's so terrible. And he was going to destroy his previous MVP season. By a lot. Damn it. Are you kidding me? And you're going to take away my third... No, my third baseman is going to be back. He won't make the playoffs now. And now Vaughn did it. I have no doubt about who caused that to happen. Sure. He can come up. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Would you quit injuring players? My gosh. This must be one of the reasons why the AI is absolutely positively obsessed with the idea of resting players a lot more frequently than they should be. Because then this happens, and your 2 best players get injured 1 week after the other. Alright, let's keep going. Now who's injured? He's got a strained bicep muscle. God damn it. Quit taking every single freaking player I need. Just stop. We just got swept by the Twins, and the Twins are the worst team in the second worst. No, they're not the worst team in the American League. They're actually not that close. There's no way in hell that that these people would clear waivers right now. Nope. I like Roy Garcia, but not that badly. Not that much, rather, excuse me. We should clinch after 2 or 3 more wins, actually. There we go. What does St. Louis have that's so good this season? Well, they've got a really good pitching staff. Okay. I don't care, Jeremiah Jackson. Deal with it. We actually are playing for something, believe it or not. We're playing to see if we can end up the best team in the AL. Now what? Who's retiring? I don't care. We need to sweep Chicago here. He suggests there not been a marriage in my family for 3 generations. Oh dear. Huh. Well, he got hot at the right time. That helps. Losing to Chicago doesn't, though. And we lost again. God damn it. And Boston won one more game than we did. Andrew Buffon won the MVP award. That's kind of neat. Is this Rougned Odor? It's Rugless. Really? I would like very much if you would finish today. Because it's kind of stuck right now. There it goes. Now it knows the playoffs have started. Alright. The good news is we get a first round bye. The bad news is we have to face Oakland, which I didn't want to face last year. Because they still got frickin' Thor. They still got Noah Syndergaard. Okay. I no longer care about anything you've ever said for any reason. Go to AAA. Lindor's back. He came back when we needed him. Because that's what a winner does. He says, my team needs me. I'm coming back. So we're going to move aside. And we're going to let him do his thing. Lindor, where have you gone? No, seriously. Seriously, where's Lindor? He's on the playoff roster, right? Or do we have to manually add him? Oh, I have to manually add him. Okay. Boop. Yeah, I'm going to leave him off the... No. It would be an extreme injustice to leave Lindor off the roster. Actually, this would be a perfect time to use this option here. Spot 3. Spot 3. Spot 3. And then we'll just bring Kiermaier and he can have these spots. Actually, really, the National League lineup doesn't really matter. It's all about the other lineup. Before we go on to the playoffs, let's take a moment to enjoy this particular season. Lindor very nearly had a season better than his previous one, but unfortunately for him, he got injured. But he had an amazing season. Senzel finally got to play almost every game and delivered a very worthy performance. Getting on base, hitting 20 homers in the leadoff spot. Very tasty. Kiermaier, good. Seeing good. Sheets, not so good. We need a happy medium between these two seasons. His power was there, but he hit for a much lower average. McGuire didn't hit great, but played good defense. Ornelas hit pretty well. Yeah, Calhoun would be gone at this point. And let's look at the forgotten player, the one who won't get to be playing in the playoffs. Despite an amazing rookie season, Saheed Valenzuela of the 4.7 WAR, who did everything that was asked of him. So sad. Pitching-wise, I bet Duane Gomez was probably our best pitcher. He was pretty amazing this year. Nope, Claudio was, then Gomez. How did we get this much out of Claudio? What did he do? Get like 150? Oh my god, look at that strikeout to walk ratio. And he throws 84 miles an hour. Damn. Gomez was great. Okazaki was great. Severino was good. Nix was decent. May was existent. By WPA, it's all about the Doi, though. And 30 save opportunities and 29 saves and 30 chances is pretty solid. I think we can all agree on that. If you have 3 saves and 6 opportunities, you do not have a 1,000 save percentage. That's not how math works. Oh, you have 3 save opportunities. Okay, that looks like a 6 to me. That is very clearly a 6. Why is it saying he has 100% on his save opportunities? Okay, that clearly says 3. That says 6. So the only thing with BC came in with a save opportunity and then a closer came in and finished off the game for him. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Good. Right. Playoff coverage. Oh, we still need to finish the other wildcard game. Okay. Yeah, I definitely Gomez deserves to be the game 1 starter. He was amazing this season. We will make a couple of other changes. Namely, Dustin May. I would much rather you not pitch at all. You did okay. That's not what you're here for. In fact, I'm going to go to 4-man rotation. And May is literally just going to be here for long relief and avoid any situation that even approaches high leverage. And let's play game 1. Nice work by Alex Claudio. Severino puts in a fairly good performance. Ooh, they lit up Okazaki. That's not great. Okay, seriously, don't start this crap again where we don't score runs. Frickin' Oakland. Deep breath. Get him, Duane. Oh! What is with this team and the playoffs? This is now the 2nd year in a row where we just did not hit in the playoffs. We scored 5 runs, 6 runs, and then never topped 4 the rest of the season. What is happening? Why do we lose so often in the playoffs? I know it's because we don't have dominant starters. Okay, it's hard to complete when the other team gets a guy who throws a 2-hit shutout and Nix gets clobbered for 5 runs. What I should have done was I should have put more emphasis on the top 3 pitchers and not let Nix even pitch. But then Gomez on full rest is like, yeah, I'm going to give up 6 runs on 0 homers in only 2 innings. That's such bullshit. God damn it, Gomez. You had such a good season, and then you went and pissed it all away. That's just a bad performance. You just got smacked around by a team whose hitters aren't that great. I feel dirty inside after this freaking bullshit of a playoff run. Damn it. And the A's are going to freaking make it. I don't even care. You can both come back. No, I do not want to release him. I want him to make the roster. So what we'll do is we'll end this episode after we see the season awards, but this was a disappointing season. We were the second best team in the AL, and we get bounced by the freaking Athletics because we again quit hitting in the playoffs. We're just like, nope, offense is totally optional. And we never had the horses in the starting rotation to just dominate a game. And it looks like the Cardinals are going to come home with this one and beat the Red Sox. We didn't even face Noah Syndergaard, and we still got our butts handed to us. That was bad. That was real bad. Alright. Well, I don't care about any of the rest of this stuff, so let's just go ahead and sim through the awards and see how we do. I think Bryce Harper's going to win an MVP again. A healthy Lindor wins it, but he wasn't healthy this season, so... I can't believe we were never able to put together a World Series winning team. Oh, that rankles me. I know at least part of it was probably my fault. I didn't do a great job of managing my minor leagues. Really? You're not going to even give me AL Rookie of the Year when I had a guy with almost 4 WAR by himself. Man, you guys suck. You guys are terrible. What are we simming to? I said just sim through the awards. I don't care about the rest of it. Alright. He's gonna be angry. Oh, another Gold Glove for Lindor and Kiermaier. Roy. Claudio got some down ballot votes. That's pretty cool. Another Silver Slugger. And then I want to look at the league news because I want to see how on earth this little shithead finished first. Is it just because it's 17 home runs? He was actually more valuable. Okay. You know what? I'll take that. That was a dominating season. He deserved it. And Valenzuela finished third. Best manager, not me. Best pitcher. Wow, Doy actually got a lot of votes, even though he wasn't even a starter. Lindor finished third, and I think that's fair. So I guess... Was there something else I was supposed to talk about? Oh, yeah. The next team I'm going to be playing as. I need to look up a particular player's career. This will instantly give it away. But you know, it's fine. Oh, he started way back in 72. 72 would be a perfect year to start, though, because it's the year after free agency started. Yeah, we're going to be playing as the 1972 Philadelphia Phillies. A bunch of people recommended Philadelphia, and I think Philadelphia had the chance to win a bunch of World Series in the 70s and 80s, and ended up winning 0 of them. Let's take a quick gander at the history of the Phillies, and that'll be what we finish the episode with today. If we look at team history... Philadelphia's won 2 championships, one in 2008, one in 1980. I think we can do better than that. So that'll be what happens next time. We'll start in 1972. We'll be playing as the Philadelphia Phillies. And we'll see how that works out for us. I've been to Philadelphia a couple of times. It's a nice city. I like cheesesteaks. So, yeah. Until next time, that is it for this episode and this series. Please join me with the next series begins on Monday. And we'll be playing as the Philadelphia Phillies. Until next time, though, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if there's anything we could have done to improve things. I could have sold out more and tried to get a better left fielder, maybe. Maybe. I just don't know. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. And this has been Avindian. And I bid you good day.